Welcome my friends to another exciting episode of Old School RuneScape. In this episode I'm going to be doing the quest, the Spirits of Elid, because I miscalculated how much prayer experience I needed to get my overhead prayer. So this quest is going to give me a lot of good prayer. However, there is a 37 range requirement which I do not have yet. So I'm here in Fossil Island. I'm going to knock out these last two levels. Shouldn't take very long at all. You also need 37 thieving. And I believe you need some magic as well. I don't know. The only requirement I don't have is the 37 range. So, oh, you need 37 mining as well. So, there you go. So, I'm not going to make you sit here and watch this whole thing. But it should take maybe, I want to say 15 minutes for me to get these last two range levels here. I'm all geared out. You know, I got my coif, my studded body, my studded chaps, my vambrances. I'm using a maple short bow. Some nice little bronze arrows, my amulet of accuracy. Just gonna try to grind out a couple of quick levels. And there is level 36. Pretty quick. Just one more, shouldn't take long. By the calculations here, about 8 more minutes. Not too bad. Pretty quick over here. Alright, and there's a cheeky little 37 ranged. I now meet all the requirements for the quest, so I'm going to finish off this crab, I'll get set up, and I will meet you in Nardah, where we will begin our beautiful desert adventure. Okay, so I am here in Nardah. Should be familiar with this from my Agility Pyramid streams. So far I'm only bringing some coins, some teleportation and telekinetic grab runes, 2 thread, a needle, a knife, some water skins because we'll be playing in the desert, and I'm so lucky because I have these Nardah teleports. You guys should be very jealous of it. Indeed. So I will need more stuff, but there is a bank in the middle of the quest. I just want to be as light as possible for run energy for now. However, for now, let us begin the quest in this building here to the east. We'll speak with the mayor of Nardah. Where is he? There he is. Awosa, the mayor. Many salutations to you. What brings you to our little town? I'm an adventurer in search of quests. Well, that could be quite fortuitous. We really could do with some help here. Our town seems to have come under a curse, and we are desperate to get it removed. A curse? What sort of curse? Well, first of all, our fountain, which has served us for many years, suddenly dried up. We then started transporting water from the river, but what we carried would always be completely dried up by the time we got it back to the village. So what do you do for water now? Well, it's tough. There is a guy who calls himself Ali, the carter down in the market. He's from Polnovich, so the curse doesn't seem to have affected him. He's got a cart full of water, which he's selling to people here. Unfortunately, in typical Polnovich style, he's taken the opportunity to sell the water at outrageous prices because he knows we are desperate. Oh, and Roku has developed something quite remarkable called a chalk ice, which is helping people stay cool. Any idea how you got this curse? Well, we think it was because of the fact that we were negligent in our duty to protect the priest of Saradomin. He came to us a few weeks ago from the north, and we welcomed him into our town. He taught us much of the wisdom of Saradomin. Then about a week ago, we found him dead by the river. It seems unlikely that this is coincidence and that we were cursed. If you look around the town, you might be able to find out more. Okay, I will have a look around and see what I can do. Good luck to you. Let me see what else he has to tell me. Have you made any progress in uncovering the reasons for our curse yet? I'm working on it. Please try your best. The water salesman is not doing much good for the economy of our town. Let me talk to some of the townsfolk, I believe. Good day to you. I'm trying to find the cause of this town's curse. Oh, that's something which no one but the gods and the river spirits seem to know. River spirits? What are they? They're the guardians of the source of the river Elid. They'll know of our curse, seeing that it's related to water that we bring from the river. It's said that nothing happens on the river that they don't know about. So would it be possible for me to find these spirits and ask them what is going on? Now the spirits are something which no one from here have even seen in a good long time, certainly not in my lifetime. I don't think even in my own grandfather's lifetime. Most of the younger people of this town don't even remember that the spirits even exist. Here, I have something around here somewhere that may be of interest to you. Ah yes, here it is, the Ballad of Jareesh. This tells of a previous quest to try and find the spirits. Ghaslor hands you a scroll. Thank you very much for your help. The Ballad of Jareesh. Clad all in the robes for she, we traveled north expediently. To besiege the guardians we were sent. So to see the river's source we went. Through the cave that we had to travel, there was a mystery to unravel. We came upon a great stone door, but our priestess knew the score. She used a great ancestral key we passed through very easily. 3 great men, all hewn of rock, 3 small chambers they did block. The first all made of rock, quite black, our fighting men went to attack. They went with arrow, blade, and spell, but the man they could not fell. Many men did fall that day, while others turned and ran away. I had little hope at all as I watched my kinsmen fall. My warhammer I boldly heft and struck a blow, which, while was deft, should give scant harm to one so strong, or so I thought, nay, I was wrong. The rockmen fell down with a crash and sent up clouds of dust and ash. Just myself left, alas, 2 more rockmen left to pass. Still buoyed on by the first success, onwards bravely did I press. The next man was of rock-hued gray, and this one next I planned to slay. Crushing blows I rained on him, but things were looking very grim. Not a scratch could I make, anon my limbs began to ache. The rockmen gave a mighty roar, so fierce I made fast for the door. How to beat the second man, to this day I have no plan. My hammer never left a dent. I never reached whence I was sent. Alright, very interesting. Let me try out this building here. So first, the ballad mentioned a key. So there's the ancestral key. Let me try a telekinetic grab on this bad boy. So you do need at least 33 magic. Perfect. And then let me search some of the cupboards here. You find the torn robe top and some torn robe bottoms. So they're torn, so I do need to fix them. Let me use my needle. You mend the robes and the bottoms. Alright, and now with all of this intel, I believe I can make it over to another region. I'm going to use my Ring of Dueling, and we're going to go to the Emmer's Arena. It's just a little bit faster this way for me. I'm going to go through the Shanty Pass. Ah, the Shanty Pass. It's nice having these Nardah teleports and not having to deal with the pass too much, although I'm gonna eat up some of these teleports today. Unfortunately. There's the pink skirt shop. How I wish I could use that. Alright, let me do a little bit of inventory management here at the bank, and then we'll get going. Alright, I am all geared up, so I got some coins here for the Shanty Pass, I got some runes to teleport, I got a knife, some water skins, got my robes and everything. You're gonna need a pickaxe, a rope, a bow, something to shoot. You're gonna need a weapon that can stab. I'm bringing a rune dagger. A weapon that can crush. I'm bringing my Bear Knight mace. A weapon that can slash. I am bringing my rune scimitar. And then I am bringing a little bit of food. I got all my combat stuff. You also need a light source, for which my beautiful 99 fire making cape comes in pretty clutch. And with that, I'm ready to buy a Shanty Pass. And let's get out of here. Don't ask me again. Okay, very good. So it's a little easier to run from here compared to from Nardah. So that's why I'm doing that. Gonna cross this beautiful bridge. And then I'm gonna follow the river north to its source. Kind of overkill to bring 3 water skins, I think, but, you know, better safe than sorry. Especially with all these cacti around. you could always use a knife on the cacti to refill some of the water skins. So here's the source of the river. It's a great place to start. Let me use my rope up on it. Some Indiana Jones cutscening. Alright, so I got my key. Now you need to equip the robes in order to be able to get on through. Excellent. And after you pass, you don't really need the robe anymore. So the first room here to the south, you're going to need to equip your stab weapon. So I'm going to go with my dagger. I want to make sure it's set on stab. And then I'm going to try to get on through. You may not pass. So the Ballad was talking about the different golems and what they may be weak to. So this one is weak to stab. And I think you actually can only damage it with stab, so kind of important to do the right thing here. He's kind of beating me up pretty good here. Should be fine. Got a good chunk of swordfish. Can't believe I'm using my Bear Knight mace again at some point in this episode. It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time. Should have brought a ring of recoil, actually. Although, my ring of dueling allowed me to use that teleport a little earlier. Alright, we're almost there. Mr. Golem, you're almost dead. You have no chance, sir. You must die. And there we go. No drops, but I can go through. This is where you need 37 thieving to clear this water channel. You use your thieving skills to remove the block without triggering the spikes. The water flows into the hole. You hear the whir of machinery. So the next door is going to be the slash door. I'm going to equip my scimitar. Make sure I have it set to slash. And I'm going to try this door here. You may not pass. So thankfully I can use my best in slot weapon here. Although it's not hitting anything. The Great Golem is slash, right? Or... yeah. Okay, for a second there I was like, did I misread the ballad? Am I going crazy? Now we're hitting him. We're just... Dark Elf 609 is just not doing too well here with the accuracy. Dark Elf 609 is really not doing well with the accuracy. We're gonna be alright though. Little painful. Now we're getting some consistency. Now we're getting somewhere. A 1, really? And there we go. Let me eat one of my swordfish, and this is where you need 37 mining and a pickaxe. You can clear the water channel by mining it away. You swing your pick at the rock. You manage to clear the channel of rocks. The water flows into the hole and you hear the whir of machinery. Finally, I'm going to equip my crush weapon, my Bear Knight mace, and make sure that we are set on some sort of crush. So this pound will count. And the final door. You may not pass. My Bear Knight mace, once again. It's doing a lot better damage than my freaking rune scimitar that wasn't hitting at all. Look at all these beautiful hits with the mace. This is nice. This is very nice indeed. Okay. And this is the part where I needed the 37 range for, so I need to shoot that target. So I'll equip my bow, some ammunition, and let's shoot. There we go. You hear the click from one of the doors. The golem disappears. You manage to shoot down the target. The water flows into the hole. You hear the whir of machinery. Alright, let me just equip my rune scimitar. Unequip these arrows. Why not? And I think we're good to go here. I think with all the water flowing, I am free to move north. Wonder what you can fish here. Lure and bait. Interesting. Who comes fish over here? That would be impressive. Alright, so here are the spirits. Let me talk to Tiri. Doesn't matter which one you talk to, I don't think. What brings thee to our domain? It has been a long time since we have seen any of your kind. Thou art not even one of the desert peoples. Wow, how do you finish each other's sentences like that? We are a gestalt entity. We each have our own body, but our minds are united, and we all think as one. Well, except when Halak doth leaveth the toilet seat up. That's the way it's meant to be. Okay, we're mostly gestalt entity. We each have our own body, but our minds are united, except for when some little parts which aren't. We mostly think as one. That doesn't really have the same ring to it. Yes, it wasn't easy getting here. We are the powerful spirits which direct contact with the great goddess Elidinus. We do not need to be bothered by the trifles of... I'm sorry I skipped through one of my dialogue here. Each and every human. This way, only those of much resource and intellect may gain audience with us. I come as an emissary from the people of Nardah. Their fountain has dried up, and water they bring from the river dries up. What advice can you give on this matter? How unusual that one who would come unto us on this issue isn't even from Nardah. Yes, it was indeed we who have withheld their water from them. Was this due to the death of the Cerdominus priest, as the townspeople think? No, that was also our doing. He did not respect our ways and the ways of the desert. He did not respect the ways of Elidinus. He came preaching the ways of Cerdomin, which is all well and good, but he also did turneth them from the path of the desert gods, especially Elidinus. Elidinus is happy to share the worship of followers. Indeed, Elidinus was allied with Cerdomin many ages past. Cerdominist mages even gave us those golems you met as a diplomatic gesture, so you can see that we have been on good terms. However, this is an outrage. Is there anything they can do to get their fountain working again? I do not know. The Cerdominus priest persuaded the people of Nardah to throw away a statuette of Elidinus, which was in the temple. As long as they do not have that image of Elidinus to pray on, then we must consider them turned away from her, and the curse shall stand. Well, that's all very interesting. I wonder what the people of Nardah will think of this. Okay, so I believe that there's not much else they can say. Thou art back already? Give Nardah the water back. I thought we had been through this already. You are not in any position to make such demands. As long as they do not have their statuette of Elidinus to pray to, then we must consider them turned away from her, and the curse shall stand. Alright, so let me go back to Nardah and see what we can do. Let me talk to the mayor, actually. Many salutations. Have you made any progress in uncovering the reasons of our curse yet? Yes, I have made some progress. It is the doing of the water spirits at the source of the river. The spirits of Elid? I wasn't even sure if they weren't some old wives' tales. Why should they do such a thing? Did you by any chance throw away the statuette of a goddess Elidinus recently? Oh, that old thing. Yeah, the priest of Cerdomin said that we should get rid of that. He said that we should become followers of Cerdomin and therefore we wouldn't need it. Well, the spirits killed him for imparting that piece of advice about the statuette. Gasps! Apparently this town was brought about by Elidinus on the promise that its people would follow her. People here have been waning in their belief of Elidinus for a while now. It seems the casting away of this statue was the final straw. Oh, that's not so good. If only we hadn't thrown away the statue, we wouldn't have this water problem then. He was very convincing priest though. He worked many wonders. For example, if you prayed hard enough, he became impervious to arrows. The way of Saradomin did seem very appealing. Oh, but that's easy. I can pray to protect myself from arrows too. Then truly you are a very powerful one. Where did you throw the statuette? Oh, there's a strange deep crevice in the desert to the west of here. We threw it down there. I don't know if it's lost forever or not. Well, it's worth a look anyway. If you could retrieve it for us, we would be very grateful. Even if it doesn't give us our water back, maybe it'll calm Shirati down. She was not pleased as it being thrown away, and she's been grumpy ever since. Okay. First things first, I'm gonna take these shoes. And then, let me use my knife on them. Hey, leave my shoes alone. Okay. I guess I can't do it in here. Let me go a little bit to the west. Did not mean to equip that, I meant to get my knife. You remove the soles from the shoes. Excellent. So from here, let me see where we're going. We're gonna go to this crevice right here. He did mention a crevice. Let's run. Still gonna need a rope for this part. And this is where you need the light source, so that's why I'm wearing my cave. You climb down the rope. And a genie. Very interesting indeed. I am a mighty and powerful genie. Why do you come here? Speak now, or I'll have to think of something exceedingly nasty to do to you. I'm after a statue that was thrown down here. Ah yes, someone did drop a statue on my head recently. Very nice workmanship. Looks quite old and valuable too. I'm surprised someone threw it away. I have accepted it as a gift, as they clearly respect my terrible powers. They seek to keep me at bay by giving me valuables. Maybe I can make a deal for it? A deal, eh? I think we can come to some sort of arrangement. I'll give you the valuable statuette in return for, let me think. How about I give you this statuette in exchange for the soul of the mayor of Nardah? Isn't that a little harsh? I wouldn't have said so. It seems perfectly reasonable thing to request to me. I can think of many things a lot worse than what I have asked for. How am I supposed to remove someone's soul? Oh, that's easy. In my experience, souls are very easy to remove with just a knife. Okay, I agree to the deal. So another pun on the word soul, of course. Do you have the soul of Awasa so that we can make our trade? Yes, I have it here. Ah, excellent. Here's the statuette then. You trade the soul for the statuette. So, why do you need the part of Awasa's footwear anyway? I hope you're not going to do some nasty magic on his feet or something. I hadn't thought of that. I just read that a lot of the most powerful beings are collecting souls these days. I haven't really got many yet though. You provided me with an opportunity to expand my collection. I am a mighty and powerful genie. Why do you come here? Speak now, or I'll have to think of something terrible to do to you. You're a genie, grant me a wish. Not all genies are goody two-shoes who go around granting wishes. It's something that my pathetic brother does to make people like him. But that's not my style. I like to think myself more of an evil and scary sort of genie who people talk about in hushed and fearful tones. Well, you seem quite scary. Why, thank you. I put a lot of effort into my terrifyingness. Wait, did you say quite scary? I'll have you know that I'm very scary. Yes, that's what I meant. So why are you sitting here in the dark? Two reasons, really. Firstly, I can see in the dark, so light and dark makes little difference to me. Lastly, I gather it's normal for powerful, terrifying creatures to lurk around in the dark caves, so I found this one to lurk myself. Nice, isn't it? Very pleasant. The snakes are a nice touch. Why do I get the sense that I am not being taken seriously here? Please try to remember, I am very dangerous, and not to be trifled with. Well, I must be off. Yes, run! Run in fear, the crevice genie of Nardah. Very interesting character. So I could teleport back, but I think I'm gonna run so I could save one of my Nardah teleports. for when I continue my agility pyramid grind. It's not that far of a run anyway, is it? I don't think so. I got the little statuette. Let me replace it where it belongs. In the main building here in Nardah. And there you go. That completes the quest. The Spirit of Elid. 8,000 prayer experience, which is what I was after. 1,000 thieving, 1,000 magic. I'm at 99 quest points. We're about to hit the 100 mark. Very good. And most importantly, I now have all my overhead prayers unlocked at 43. Ah, that's so nice. That is nice. And if you pray at this altar, it's actually really good. It restores your run energy, and it improves your HP as well. So look, my HP is all the way up to 61 out of 54. So it's a nice little bonus that you can kind of give yourself before anything important. So that's actually going to do it for this episode. In the next one, we will probably begin doing some quests, which I can derive a benefit from my new overhead prayers for. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time.
Thanks for stopping by the Renaissance Gaming Monastery. I hope you join our community on Discord and Twitter. These videos are produced with a lot of hard work and love. If you think they're worth $1, I'd be grateful for your contribution. You can send a thanks donation or become a member on YouTube. You can also support through PayPal, Patreon, or even with cryptocurrency. All links are in the description. See you on the next video.